bitmaps in StarCraft 2 materials, and there are some other issues trying to render StarCraft 2 materials as mental ray things. Mental ray's overall hook can work in certain cases.
Okay, thank you.
I'd like to take this chance to thank you for finally releasing something for 3DS Max. I mean, we've had a third-party tool from the community, and yeah, it does a good job, but you can't do things like barrel roll or Terratron, you know, breakdancing. It just doesn't work. But my question is this. So if we created a content, let's say a Warrior Marine as opposed to a Tor Marine, there's no real central way to pull that down. So you can't go out and say, oh, I want a custom unit. But there's no way, no central site, no central repository to go out and pull some. So is there something like that that you're thinking of setting up, perhaps?
Honestly, I don't think we've had a discussion about that, but that sounds like an awesome idea, and we should probably take it back and talk to people about it.
Well, yes, I can tell you we have thought about it, but right now we're just primarily trying to get the arcade set up so that you can find custom games to play. There's a lot of improvements we can make there. Once we get that established, we'll definitely talk about that, and hopefully we'll have something in the future, but no promises.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, hi. I wanted to know, with you planning on adding so many awesome extra characters, what's the odds of you adding, say, blank Paladin hero that I can then take my Paladin and put him in Dota? Like he'll always have like the same abilities as all the other people, or something like that.
Well, we're really just going for these iconic Blizzard heroes for Dota, but one thing we are going to let you do is we're talking about different ways that you can customize how your hero looks inside of Dota. So already out on the floor, you know, when you have Luther, you can change, you know, just what color that he appears for you. However, we can do things with skins, different looking mounts, and all sorts of things. So you do have that ability to customize it how you want, but we're going to stick with iconic Blizzard heroes.
Thank you.
So another question about heroes. I was wondering if you're going to release more heroes or add more heroes to the mod as time goes on. Are you guys going to keep working on it and bring in new ones, or is this it? It's set?
No, this is not set. Actually, what you're seeing on the show floor right now is only, I think it's like 12 heroes. We actually have 16 in our internal build, and we're constantly working on more. Like, for instance, like, I mean, I can say this hero with confidence, but, I mean, you saw Illidan in actually one of Matt Shambari's videos, and you also saw, like, the Murloc Marine in the Sizzle trailer. I mean, that's just some of the examples of heroes that we plan to release. In the future, we plan to also, like, ship more.
Awesome, thank you.
Hi, so with StarCraft 2 editor, we're talking about the cutscene editor and new art. In terms of map size, are these going to dramatically increase your limit, or will they not actually count to your total map size you have on Battle.net?
So cutscene files are actually very small. They're just XML files. So I really, even a very large cutscene, if it has a lot of assets in it, it's not adding more than, say, a couple K to describe what the cutscene is. It doesn't add to the art itself, because the art's already in the mod, and that's part of the dependency. So it doesn't add much to the map itself.
Hi, so I haven't seen Blizzard address this yet. Are there currently plans to increase the script size limit for maps?
So, because I like playing Mafia.
Yeah.
We have time for a few more questions.
Yeah, I was wondering, do you ever considered the possibility of maybe releasing Blizzard Dota as its own independent game, standalone, like independent from StarCraft 2?
Well, we aren't releasing it with the starter edition, so in a lot of ways that kind of does do that. But our goal is to get it into the hands of as many people as possible and make the barrier for entry as low as possible. So yeah, right now we're focused really hard on just making it awesome, but yeah, that's definitely one of our goals.
All right, thank you.
Hey, you talked a little bit about the 3DS Max exporter, and this may be a little selfish, but do you have any plans for a similar exporter for Maya?
So it's unlikely that we'll support Maya in the same way we support 3D Studio Max. We put a lot of effort into it, and you can see really cool things like the the live interaction with the editor. That's a lot of work, and it's a lot of effort to make it happen, and it's unlikely we'll be able to do it for both, so I'm quite sorry.
Thank you.
Hi, my question is about how far into Blizzard's franchises are you going to go for Blizzard Dota? Are we going to see some characters like Lost Vikings, Blackthorn, or maybe even more, Diablo 1?
If you ask our director, Sammy, he wants to have a Camaro driving around on the battlefield. He wants to see Blackthorn, he wants to see Lost Vikings as like an interchangeable hero. So the sky's the limit. I mean, we're not limiting ourselves to like just the three major universes. We could go back as far as Blackthorn. So the answer is yes, as far as you think.
Okay, cool, thank you.
And if we don't get word in there, we make sure to get his leg in there.
We have time for one more question.
Hi. You guys plan on implementing the ability to attach 3D portraits or 3D models directly to dialogues using your new UI system?
So I don't know exactly the details on that, but we made a lot of changes to UI. Everything that you saw in the various Dota videos and the screenshot that I had up there, that's all done using our new UI engine. So that specific question, I'm not a UI programmer myself. I don't know the answer to that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's possible. We've done a lot of changes and a lot of cool improvements to the UI system.